Hey guys, I'm back with another hunting tutorial, and today we're going to be exploring the secret library Deathling spawn with an in-depth guide on how to properly hunt this area to pull maximum XP an hour and hopefully make some profit as well. Alright, so for the night, you're going to want to wear a full ornate set and if possible a gnome shield, although it's not required and an ornate shield will do just fine. As for your weapon, ideally you're going to want to use an elemental weapon due to the fact that the Deathlings are weak to both energy and earth damage. If you don't have access to elemental weapons, a physical weapon will get the job done. For your ring slot, depending on your level, you're going to want to wear a prismatic ring to lower the amount of physical damage you'll be taking from the Deathlings. Although at level 320 or higher, you may not need to use them anymore and can just use either no ring or preferably a skill boost ring, for example a sword ring or an axe ring. Now for your necklaces, I would suggest using terror amulets for the majority of the hunt and carry a few guild necklaces for those times when you feel you're taking way too much damage. The majority of the damage you'll be taking here is going to be in this order from most to least. 1 is physical, 2 is earth, and 3 is holy. Although it's controversial, I believe terror amulets are the best to use since you're already stacking so much physical damage reduction from your entire ornate set as well as a prismatic ring. This entirely depends on whether or not you imbue your armor and shield with earth protection. If you do, I would go with a foxtail amulet or maybe even a werewolf necklace. If you don't, then I would suggest using a terror amulet. Now, let's move on to the knight's imbuements. For your helmet, you're going to want tier 3 mana leech. For your armor, you're going to want tier 3 health leech. And as an optional imbuement, you can get tier 3 earth protection if you feel the need to get more defense. For your weapon, you're going to want tier 3 health and mana leech. As an optional imbuement, you can also get tier 3 earth protection on your shield if you still need more defense. Now let's move on to the knight supplies. At around level 230, I usually take 250 supreme health potions and 1500 mana potions. Although I do usually wear a backpack with a tier 3 backpack imbuement, which increases my cap by quite a bit, so you might need to take a little bit less potions than I do. As for the Druid set, you're going to want to go with a full magic level set as best as you can. You're going to need all the magic level you can get to be able to keep your knight alive. And if possible, wear items that give you both magic level as well as earth protection to reduce the incoming damage from these creatures. For your necklace, it's going to depend on your magic level. If you have low magic level, you're going to want to wear a collar of green plasma. If you have good magic level, you're going to want to use a terror amulet to lower the ranged earth damage they sometimes hit you with while you're standing on a bomb. Also keep a few guild necklaces on you for any sketchy moments you might encounter. Your ring is going to depend on your magic level. If it's low, you're going to want to wear a ring of green plasma to increase your magic level, thus increasing your healing on your knight. Now let's move on to the Druid's imbuements. For your helmet, you're going to want to do tier 3 magic level, and for your rod, you're going to want to do tier 3 magic level as well as tier 3 critical strike if possible. As for the Druid supplies, at around level 300, you're going to be taking around 800 ultimate mana potions, 110 poison bombs, and 500 stone shower runes. That's just a rough estimate, so you can change it up to your liking depending on your level. To get access to this spawn, you're going to need to do 2 missions on 2 different quests. To begin, you'll need to do the first mission of the Liquid Black questline, which begins in Grey Island. As for the second mission, you'll need to do the Liquid Death mission that is part of the secret library questline, but you do not need to be level 250 to do it. There's no level requirement, and you can do it solo if you want to run it with poison bombs, although I suggest doing it with a friend just to be safe. I'll link the Tibia Wiki quest spoilers for those missions in the description below. Once you finish the quest and get access to the spawn, the way to get there is just by going straight right of the depot, and then going down the south hole, and then going down the big staircase. Once you're down, you go up the stairs to the southeast, and then go southeast again, and up the other set of stairs. Then you go into the portal, and it takes you to the entrance of the spawn. So let's move on to the spell rotation. For the knight, you're going to want to do the usual Utito Tempo, Ixori Gran, Ixori Min, Ixori, and then repeat it until the pool is fully dead. A quick tip, if you're hunting with a sorcerer, always try to line up the creatures when there's only like 3 left, not only for your Ixori Min, but to set them up for your sorcerer beam as well. As for the Druid, it's extremely easy. All you have to do is Terror Wave, Stone Shower, and then repeat that until the pool is killed. Note that Wrath of Nature, which is the Terra UE, is not worth using here. The cooldown on it is too high, and in the time you have to wait to attack again after using it, you can basically do 2 Terror Waves, which does more damage than 1 Terra UE. When it comes to praise, the only one you'll need as a knight around level 230 is a 10-star defense on Deathling scouts. The Druid should not need any praise, although it really helps out if he has damage praise on one of the creatures since you'll be killing them quite a bit faster, therefore increasing your XP an hour. A quick tip for the knight is you do not want to be looting the following items: crystalline arrows, vortex bolts, deepening fillets, and heavy tridents. Although if you're a decent level and have good cap, you may start looting the heavy tridents since they sell to Rashid for 2k a pop. Only problem is that loot here weighs quite a bit and you're constantly struggling for cap. When you start getting low, pass them over to the Druid or the rest of your team to be able to keep looting consistently. Okay guys, so the route here is fairly easy. Let's start off with the first pool. All you want to do is go down the stairs and a bit south and lure as much as you can, and it should be at least a full 8th round with maybe 1 or 2 extra. Always make sure to stand 3 squares away from the poison bomb so as to allow the Druid to engage in maximum damage output without him having to step off his bomb to wave. Now for the second pool, you want to stand away from the red X as there is a stone there that you can't walk on and it can really mess up your pool if you get trapped next to it, so make sure to avoid it at all costs. As for the third pool, there's 2 areas where you can levitate up. You can either levitate up where I do in the video, which isn't a bad spot, but it can sometimes get you trapped depending on how the creatures spawn. Or, you can levitate up on the south area where the red arrow is pointing, allowing you to go up closer to where the pool is going to be killed. The Druid and other teammates go up the stairs to the north and meet you on the right side of the second floor, luring with them the Deathlings that are there, meeting you on the right side to kill the pool. Sometimes the creature's AI tends to act a bit funky and they won't target me and instead run over the bombs to attack the mages even if I have an open slot for them. The trick is to summon a demon skeleton that they kill, causing the mobs to reset their targeting system, which usually makes them run to me instead. Now for the 5th pool, you're going to head straight left, and although in the video I'm standing in the wrong spot, you're going to want to stand in the middle of the red line if you're hunting with a sorcerer as well, so both mages can wave. Set yourself up here while one of the other teammates lures from the left side. As for the 6th pool, you're going to head back and levitate down, then head south and west. The Druid or other teammate can lure a few from the west side, but if the creatures are too far, it's not worth trying to lure them as they walk quite slow. You're better off just killing the pool and moving on. So for the 7th, you're going to head west and then north, while also trying to lure the ones you're going to be running by as best as possible. But if they're too slow, then just leave them. The Druid runs ahead and lures the creatures that are northeast because sometimes they get stuck attacking a Deatling warrior that spawns there.
Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls.
For the 8th pool, you're going to walk west and then go down the stairs to the north. But be careful because there are lots of creatures, making it the most dangerous one. You can easily lure too many creatures and get overrun, so take caution. For the 9th pool, what you want to do is levitate up a bit northeast and walk to the right. Lure a bit from the north, then move back and set up the mobs. Now if you made it this far, then congratulations, because you just learned how to hunt Deathlings. Now you can get some crazy XP. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. It took me quite some time to make, and a special thanks to all the viewers that helped me make this video live on twitch.tv/Mr. Protegy. Now I'm going to let the video play without any commentary, and I hope you guys enjoy.